Hi everybody, we are back in the Safari Park for more directions learning today. Today we'll be mixing two of the things that we've learned so far. We'll be mixing the coordinates where we have to find F3 or G6 or C5, and we'll be using our compass directions with fractions of a turn. I have 10 questions to try out today, so you need to make sure that you've got your maths book and a pencil ready to write down the answers to those questions. You will also need your pointer and your compass rose if you find those useful for following directions. Right, if you're ready, we're going to start. And we're going to begin in box I1. Are you in box I1? Face north and go 3 spaces forwards. Now go 1/4 of a turn anti-clockwise. And go 2 spaces in the direction you're facing. What animal have you landed on? Now, that might have been tricky because it was our first one, so it's just an example. I'm going to show you with my cursor, my mouse pointer, what that should have looked like for you doing it at home. Start in box I1. Here it is. Face north. Well, if I look at my compass rose up here, I know that north is this way. Face north and go 3 spaces forwards. 1, 2, 3. So now I'm in I4, but I'm still facing north. Make a 1/4 turn anti-clockwise or counterclockwise. Well, if I'm facing north and I turn anti-clockwise, a 1/4, I end up facing this way. Now go 2 spaces forwards, 1, 2, because I'm facing west now. So 2 spaces forwards is not 1, 2 up here. I've turned a 1/4 turn, so I'm facing west, and I go 1, 2. The animal I landed on was crocodile. So you can write your first answer, crocodile. We're going to do lots today where I give you a chance and then I show you the answer. It's really important that if you're not sure, you listen to my example afterwards so you start to feel a bit more confident. Okay, let's go with a different example. Start in box A1. A1. Make a 1/4 turn clockwise. Then go 1 space forwards. Now make a 1/4 turn anti-clockwise. And go 2 spaces forwards. Which animal have you landed on? I'll say those instructions again. Start in box A1. Make a 1/4 turn clockwise and go 1 space forwards. Remember to follow your pointer. Then make a 1/4 turn anti-clockwise and go 2 spaces forwards. Which animal have you landed on? Okay, this is when your pointer comes in really useful, so you remember the direction you're facing. Because forwards doesn't always mean going up like this. That's only if you're facing in that direction. Let's have a look at what we should have done. Start in box A1, make a 1/4 turn clockwise. So that's start facing north and 1/4 turn clockwise, so we're facing east. So we're facing across this way now. Go 1 space forward. So we're in B1. Then make a 1/4 turn anti-clockwise. So we're on east with our pointer anti-clockwise. We end up facing north. and go 2 spaces forwards. 1, 2. So the animal we should have landed on was a lion. Okay. We're going to move on to our third example. So let's start in box D3. D3, find D3. Get your compass ready. Make a quarter turn anti-clockwise and go forward 1 space. What animal have you landed on? Make a quarter turn anti-clockwise and go forward 1 space. What animal have you landed on? Now, we started in D3, so we were here. We were facing north, and we made a quarter turn anti-clockwise. Well, using my pointer, north, anti-clockwise a quarter, so we're facing west. We're going this way. 1 space forward, we land on a buffalo. Is that what you wrote down? If it is, well done. Following these directions is not easy. Okay, let's go on to example number 4. Start in box F1. F1. Make a quarter turn clockwise. We're facing north to start with. Make a quarter turn clockwise and go forward 2 spaces. What animal have you landed on? So start facing north in F1. Make a quarter turn clockwise and go forward 2 spaces. What animal have you landed on? Let's look at it together. Start facing north in F1. Yeah, F1, and I'm facing north. Make a quarter turn clockwise. Well, if I'm facing north and I go clockwise, a quarter, I face east. So I'm facing across this way. Go forward 2 spaces. 1, 2. Remember, this is forwards because I'm facing this way. 1, 2. You should have landed on the zebra. Ready for example number 5. Start in box E7, facing north. Start in box E7, facing north. So what you could do is put your finger on E7, or point at E7, and then with your compass and your pointer, your pencil or your arrow, make sure it's pointing north. So we're in E7, facing north. Make a half turn clockwise and go forwards 4 spaces. What animal have you landed on? Remember to follow the direction of your pointer. Start in box E7 facing north. Make a half turn clockwise and go forwards 4 spaces. What animal have you landed on? Let's have a look together. We start in box E7. Remember, always along and then up. E7, facing north. We make a half turn clockwise. So we actually turn all the way around and we're facing south. Then go 4 steps forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. We landed on a giraffe. So the answer to number 5 was giraffe. Next one coming up. Start in box D2. D2. Face north and turn 3/4 of a turn clockwise. Go forward 1 space. What have you landed on? Start in box D2, face north. Go 3/4 of a turn clockwise and go forward 1 space. What have you landed on? Let's have a look together. Start in box D2, face north. Okay, north. 3/4 of a turn clockwise. 1, 2, 3/4 of a turn. So I'm now facing west. From D2, go forward 1 space. I landed on the hippo. Did you write hippo or did you write tree? Remember, we went 3/4 clockwise. Landed on the hippo. Number 7, start in box H3, face north, and go 3/4 of a turn anti-clockwise. Go forward 1 space. What animal have you landed on? Start in box H3, facing north. Go 3/4 of a turn anti-clockwise and forward 1 space. What animal have you landed on? Start in H3. Here it was, H3. We're facing north. 3/4 of a turn anti-clockwise or counter-clockwise. 1, 2, 3. We're now facing east. If we go forward 1 space, we land on the chameleon. If you wrote chameleon for number 7, great job, well done. If you didn't, can you spot where you went wrong? I started in H3, facing north. I went counterclockwise, 3/4, so I was facing east, and then I went in that direction 1 space to land on the chameleon. Which step did you make a mistake on? Or were you spot on? Let's try another one. Start in box E5. E5. Make a half turn anti-clockwise and go forward 1 space. So we start facing north, make a half turn anti-clockwise and go forward 1 space. One more time, start facing north, make a half turn anti-clockwise and go forward 1 space. Which animal have you landed on? We started in box E5 and we were facing north, so looking straight up at the top of the paper. We made a half turn anti-clockwise, halfway around. So we're now facing south, looking straight down at the bottom of the paper. If we move in that direction, 1 space, snap, snap, crocodile. Number 8 was crocodile. Ready for our next one. Gosh, we're starting in E5 again. We're in E5 for number 9 and we're facing north. Make a quarter turn clockwise. Go forward 2 spaces. Make a quarter turn anti-clockwise. Go forward 1 space. What animal have you landed on? I'll say those again. Start in E5, facing north. Use your pointer to help you. Make a quarter turn clockwise and go forward 2 spaces. Make a quarter turn anti-clockwise and go forward 1 space. What animal have you landed on? Let's have a look together. Start in box E5. Make a quarter turn clockwise. We're now facing east, so we're looking across this way. Go forward 2 spaces. 1, 2. We're still facing east. We're still looking this way. Make a quarter turn anti-clockwise. Well, that's east. Anti-clockwise back to north. And go forward 1 space. 1. We land on our good friend, the chameleon. Last example for today, everybody. Number 10. Start in box I4. I4, facing north. Make a half turn clockwise and go forward 3 spaces. Start in I4, half turn clockwise, forward 3 spaces. Then 3/4 turn anti-clockwise and forward 5 spaces. What animal have you landed on? I'll do all of that again. Start in box I4, facing north. Half a turn clockwise, forward 3 spaces. 3/4 turn anti-clockwise, forward 5 spaces. What animal have you landed on? Let's look together. Start in box I4, facing north. I4, facing north. Half turn clockwise. Half turn clockwise. So now we're facing south. Forward 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. We're still facing south. There's nothing to look at. 3/4 turn anti-clockwise. So we're in I1, 3/4 anti-clockwise. 1, 2, 3. Now we're looking west. And forward 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. D1, lion. We landed on the lion. Now, I imagine some of that was very tricky for maths today, so well done for showing your resilience. I want to know if it was tricky because I can do 2 challenges tomorrow, one that practices this and one that gives the next step. Do let me know so I can help you out if you're finding it tough. If you weren't getting the same answers as me, we need to know why so we can help each other. Send me a photo of your answers on Class Dojo, and if you found it tough, in your maths book, just write a little sentence that says, Mr. Scullion, I need more help, or please can you help me, or that was really tricky, or a sad face, something that tells me that you found it tough today. If you found it easy, you can write that too. Mr. Scullion, please make it more challenging, or a big smiley face, not too big. It's our maths book, not our doodling book. Send me those photos on Class Dojo. I look forward to seeing them.